In this video, we'll take a look at the new Rega AYA floor-standing loudspeakers and discuss why their unique design will probably appeal to so many music lovers. Let's get started. Rega is an exciting company. Beginning in 1973, they made their name designing some of the world's best tone arms and turntables. Their founder, Roy Gandy, has made a career by taking a different approach to audio design. When most turntable companies were concerned with making their tables as heavy and dense as possible, Rega took the light and rigid path. This approach to turntable design has won Rega multiple awards for sound quality, and they have some of the most devoted followers in all of audio. Since the 80s, Rega has also designed and manufactured other audio components such as amplifiers, speakers, and CD players. Rega takes a unique attitude to every product that they design, just like with their tone arms and turntables. They never follow the trends, but work to make improvements using any method to yield them. This generally results in Rega's products having a unique look and design that is very distinguishable from everything else on the market. From the awe-inspiring Rega P10 turntable to their Saturn Mark III CD DAC player, Rega constantly challenges the norms in what makes a great audio design. And the new Rega AYA loudspeakers, like almost all Rega products, are 100% made in England, which is pretty special in today's world. Now, let's face the facts. Materials have become expensive in the last few years. Companies like Rega have noticed that the price of materials like MDF and natural wood veneers have risen well past their viability as building materials for affordable high-end speakers. And 10 years ago, Rega searched for an alternate material offering even better damping and resonance performance while keeping manufacturing costs in line. Well, after a decade of research and testing, they decided to make their new enclosure out of fiberglass reinforced cement. Anyone who has worked with cement will know that it is a very dense material, which works great when you need a dense, non-resonant enclosure. But cement can be brittle and it can often break apart. Now, to remedy this, Rega perfectly blended fiberglass with cement to mold an enclosure with the density for a non-resonant cabinet and the structural integrity to last for lifetimes without cracking or breaking. In fact, the AYAs are only 31.1 pounds, and that's very light for a floor-standing speaker. Rega can also mold this enclosure into their desired shape without forcing wood or MDF into that shape. Now, moving to the front baffle, which is made from MDF and vinyl wrapped in a brushed aluminum finish that matches the GRC enclosure really well. Then, they also designed a plastic inert faceplate that holds the drivers. Designing the front baffle this way is vital as the different materials have different resonant characteristics. Now, this will make resonance transfer between these materials much less than if they were to use MDF for all panels. Now, this results in a light, very stiff enclosure with excellent resonance control. This allows you to hear the drivers, not the cabinet, which is crucial for accuracy and transparency. And then when you wrap your knuckles on the cabinet, you can certainly tell that it is one inert box. Rega is just so proud of this design that they also cover the AYA with a limited lifetime warranty against manufacturing defects, which is just excellent. Now, when you're choosing a speaker for your home, it's important that you actually like the way that they look. But even more important than visual appeal is that the speaker is sized right for your actual room. Well, the Rega AYA is a small speaker for a floor stander. It will fit into almost any room at 10.2 by 34.3 by 8.5 inches. Now, this size is very important because we know so many people live in smaller apartments or smaller homes, which can really limit your speaker choice. Now, most people in this situation will look at stand mount speakers due to their smaller size. Now, this is where the AYA excels, as it is as small or smaller than many stand mount speakers once they're on stands, and they actually weigh about the same. This gives music lovers an actual floor standing speaker that will work where most probably wouldn't. AYA's look and build gives users a unique experience as well compared to many others on the market. And the AYA speakers are actually front ported as well to allow more adaptability with your room placement. Now, you can put them closer to the front wall without any of the room boom effects of rear ported speakers. And then moving down the speaker, the Rega has added feet for the AYAs that seamlessly allow the speakers to almost look like they're floating over the floor. This gives the speakers a pretty cool room appeal and prevents resonance from transferring from the speakers to the floor. Now, these feet also tilt the speakers speakers back just a little bit, allowing better vertical dispersion and time alignment. This will make the speakers sound taller than they actually are and allow better realism. The high quality binding posts are actually integrated into the metal foot section, allowing banana or spade connections. Now there is no bi-wiring or bi-amping ability with the AYA, but with some good amplification, you probably shouldn't need that anyways. The Rega AYA does not include grills on the front, but you can purchase them separately if you really wish so. However, the tweeter does have a dome protector installed for some protection. Now Rega felt like giving the additional savings on the price of these speakers without grills was really worth it for a lot of customers, and we probably tend to agree with that. A lot of music lovers just feel that grills will negatively affect performance, and many think that the speakers just look better in their naked state. Now this saves materials in production and saves users from having unneeded grills to store. Now we think that these speakers just look fantastic, and we would hate to cover up the unique and cool looking front baffle of the AYA speakers anyways. So when you look back to when Rega began designing speakers, they have mostly used their own drivers. This allows Rega to have full control over the parameters and the overall quality of the drivers used in their speakers. Designing the drivers themselves for a speaker model allows Rega engineers to focus on perfecting the drivers so that they work in the GRC enclosure. Also, the engineers can design each AYA driver to work seamlessly together through the audio band for much better realism. Rega chose to use their ZRR tweeter in the AYA. This tweeter's zero rear reflection technology uses a large hole in the pole piece to vent the tweeter's back wave. But unlike other tweeters that simply dampen and reflect part of the wave back into the tweeter, the Rega team has designed these to allow these waves to bounce off of a specially shaped rear chamber that allows no reflection back to the dome itself. Without these reflections, the tweeter is more accurate and less distorted. Now Rega also chose their MX125 5-inch mid-bass driver for the mid-bass driver in the AYA and a 7-inch RR 7.8 mid-woofer that reinforces the bass region. These two pulp cone drivers are loaded into the GRC enclosure in the same airspace, and these drivers are aligned on top and below the tweeter respectively. The crossover is simple and uses good quality components to cross over the two woofers to the tweeter. Then Rega chose to use an enclosure mounted bandpass filter to allow the 5-inch mid-woofer to play upper mid-range up to the tweeter and the 7-inch woofer to produce the lower bass. So technically both drivers receive the same music information. Still, due to the tuning and the bandpass filter, the response works together to produce a flat, musical response from the bass into the upper mid-range and treble, where the tweeter then takes over. This keeps the crossover simple for less loss and allows AYA's unique enclosure and filter design to tune the drivers acoustically. While Rega calls the AYA a 2.5-way design, it combines electrical with acoustical methods to actually achieve its goals. Now the Rega AYA is a 6-ohm speaker design that is friendly to just about any amplifier on the market today. At 89.5 dB efficiency, they aren't the most efficient speakers on the market, but in real-world use, we have seen great results from smaller integrated amplifiers with the AYA. At this year's Audio Advice live show, we first heard AYA in this sound organization's great room. The great Rega Elicit Mark V integrated amplifier was powering them, and we were really impressed with just how easily the Elicit Mark V powered the AYAs to satisfying levels without breaking a sweat. Now, when we tested the AYA in our test room at Audio Advice, we found that the AYA is best suited to high-quality integrated amplifiers or receivers. The AYA is a speaker that will reward you as you move to better and better amplification. Yes, any amplifier with a good quality power supply will power the AYA to satisfying levels, but as you upgrade your power, so will the sound coming from your AYA. Now, we were just so excited to get the AYA back into our test room after it was shown at Audio Advice Live. And setting it up was really quite easy, and we first tried the Rega Brio integrated amp, then the Rega Elix Mark IV integrated amplifier up to the AYA. Now, these speakers did clearly show the difference between these two, which told our ears the better power and source you feed them, again, the better sound you will get. But make no mistake, the little Brio just drove them really quite well. Now we did find that the AYA speakers sound is greatly influenced by where you position them. Now in our space, we tried them about 2 feet off the front wall at first and then felt they were lacking a little bit of bass. But by moving them closer to the wall behind them, the bass was dramatically improved and they really came to life. What was most interesting was the image that they produced in either position. With the Rega AYA being relatively short, short, we were expecting a lower soundstage. Well, the tilting that they have done worked its magic, and they had a sound that felt like it was actually above the top of the speaker with super precise imaging. Even close to the back wall with a cabinet in between them, they still produced a spectacular soundstage. Now, we tried a variety of different music from classic rock to jazz and classical, and the thing that jumped out most to us was the dynamics that this speaker can portray. When the music is engaging, they really make you want to tap your toes, which is one of the hallmarks of that Rega sound. Now, one of our favorites was the brand new album by Charles Mingus Centennial Sessions Volume 2 on Qobuz, where the sound from the Ayas was just so lively and soulful. The treble was detailed without any harshness. The mid-range had that great detail while giving instruments their room to shine. Now, these speakers, they are really engaging to listen to and reward you to lively and impactful sound. The soundstage was impressive as it had more depth and height than some far larger speakers. And talk about precise location of instruments and dynamic snap, the Aya does that like nothing that we've heard actually at this cost. Now, it's our opinion that the Rega Aya is a beautifully designed and well-built speaker system. It offers a unique look like nothing else really on the market and is sized to fit where other floor-standing speakers probably can't, and it also uses newer building material technologies to increase the performance while keeping the costs in check. Now, for its price and its size, this new speaker makes it for a viable room standing option for people who thought that only a stand mount speaker would fit in their room. They will produce far more bass than most bookshelf speakers that would take up the same amount of space with some amazing imaging and dynamics. And plus, the Aya just draws attention wherever it's placed thanks to its high-tech design and unique looks. Now, if you're just starting out and really want something to be really good with the Aya, with a Rega P3 turntable and Brio integrated amp, you're gonna have an incredible matchup for some amazing sound, also at a great investment cost. Now, I hope that this overview has given you some more insight into Rega's new Aya loudspeakers. If you do have more questions, pop them in the comments below or just call or chat with our team of experts at audioadvice.com. Plus, when you purchase from Audio Advice, you get free shipping, lifetime support, and a price guarantee. And you can get your Ayas now at audioadvice.com. Plus, if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, and turn on the notifications so you don't miss out on any of our latest content. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.